Hi everyone, welcome back to another Cut Above with Chris. Going for a face shave today. I've only got 1 day's growth. I haven't done this for quite a while. The irritation's still there on my neck. I just fancy having a shave. I've been enjoying them lately and I'm enjoying breaking these brushes in just now, so I want to try and give them a good workout over the next week or two before I start breaking out the synthetics again. So I'm going to be using a soap that was sent to me from Boadger Chapel over in New York, Stirling gentleman, and this scent it's nothing like I've ever smelled before. It's a beautiful, rich, warm cologne scent. I couldn't even begin to tell you. I would say it's a sort of woody scent. There's a slight hint of sweetness. I haven't looked up to see what the scent is on it. I really haven't, so I've got no idea. It's not written anywhere, so to me it's just scent strength. It's about a 5.5 out of the tub, but once you get some water on this, I have test lathered this. I might have shaved with it before, I can't remember, but I just fancy this today. It just smells great. Now, I don't have an aftershave that goes with it, so I'm just going to stick to basically a post-shave routine of a bump and ingrown hair preventer and a moisturiser, just to try and let the soap scent, because this scent lingers, it really lingers. In fact, I remember doing a test lather on my face and the scent was there for hours after. I could still smell it, so really good longevity on the scent of the soap. So the brush is the Semogue 2012 Owners Club. This one is a special edition. So as you can see, it is a resin handle. It's not wood, which I like. I'm not a fan of wood handles at all. It's got the Semogue. The only thing I don't like is the sticker, but the Semogue stickers are stuck on very, very well. Whatever glue they use, they don't peel off or anything like that. I've got to look tacky. It looks good, and it is. Let's see if I can get it the right sort of light. Special edition Owners Club 2012. Now this is what I call a Boadger, which is a 50% Boar, 50% Boadger mix. I'm not 100% sure on the Boadger here, but I know now that it's been breaking in now, it's starting to really soften up. Now there's still a bit of scritch with it, but it's not enough to annoy me, which tells you there's not a whole heap there. So I've just soaked it for about 5 minutes, but straight into the dry soap. I've just squeezed the water out and given it a bit of a flick in there, and then we'll see what we get. I'm not foreseeing any issues with this soap at all, although I haven't used many Stirling non-mentholated soaps. I've got this one which was sent to me from Boadger Chapel. I've got my Arcadia, which is based on Terradermis, and I've got Frankincense and Myrrh, which was sent to me from Troy Hove, which is a very, very woody scent. Oh, this one just smells incredible. Now what I do like about this soap is if you're breaking a Boadger in, or you've just got a new brush that's natural hair and it stinks, this is a very, very strong scented soap, and it lingers in the hair and it does kill off any bad animal hair smells that you might have. So there's the brush loaded. Oh, it smells great. Now it is I would say it's more of a refined, it's called Gentleman. It is an older gentleman scent. It's not a young, hip, sort of cool waters or anything like that. It is a refined gentleman sort of scent, which obviously the name itself gives it away. So if any of you guys follow me on Instagram or Facebook, just on the topic of Facebook, I have started up a channel page, Another Cut Above. I haven't pushed it, I haven't asked anyone to join it. If you ever come across it or someone searches it to join, great. I haven't done much on it, but if the numbers started to pick up a bit, I'll probably throw some things on there. But I get that much stuff going through my own Facebook page and then my Instagram and Twitter and everything like that. It's a freaking nightmare. Social media, it's great and it's not at the same time. But yeah, like I was saying, what was I talking about? Let me just paint this on while I'm trying to think about what I was going to say there. Oh, my memory's terrible. But anyway, if you guys follow Andy, the Northern Shaver, out of Canada, if you watched his latest video, you'll notice a massive difference in video quality. Now I sent Andy over one of my old iPhones, which was still in great shape. I've actually told him if he wants to just use it as a phone, it still works great for a phone as well. around at my tips here, it's a bit dry. But the video quality on Andy's latest video, where he uses first Canadian shave soap, I think it is outstanding. I used the Wave face camera, and big difference I found watching it. It's much more enjoyable, you could see things much clearer on the video. The audio was good. I was just really chuffed that it worked for him. I was even more impressed with how quickly it got to him, because it only took about a week to get there. And Kyle over at Brown Man Shaves, his time will come. That box that I sent him still lingers in the back of my mind, and I have to, in my own mind, fix it. So it will get fixed. You know, I was going to put some pre-shave on and I just forgot. I'm not used to not using it. But that's a beautiful ladder. I mean, that's some thick stuff. The brush is caked. Right, RazoRock MJ90, lovely mild razor. Kai blade, it's the 5th shave on this blade. I'm not sure, I don't count Kai blade shaves anymore. They just go on and on and on. Now, I had spoken about cutting out the daily shaves, but this is a very addictive hobby. It's a time-consuming hobby, it's an expensive hobby, but I've met a lot of great people. And I think in the short time that I've been doing it, I'd like to think that I've helped some people in some sort of way. I would love to be a little bit more active in viewing videos at the moment, but I am struggling. And like I said, my last shave, even my comments in reply to other people's comments, I've been a little bit off of late, because I'm finding it hard to get the time to actually sit and go through them and enjoy reading them. I do enjoy reading them, but enjoy reading them and replying to them like I used to. Life gets so busy, and because it's not a full-time thing, you just don't have the time to sit there and really get into it. And on a phone, you guys know yourself, you can't really, I mean, I'm a quick texter on a phone, sadly. It's not a great claim to fame, but even then, it still eats up a lot of your time, so you have to try and manage it as best you can, so that your family life and your life outside of shaving, I suppose. Oh, good slickness. Residual slickness on Stirling is always great. It's excellent. It's excellent. It's not great, it's excellent. Right, let's paint some of this on. Yeah, this brush, I might actually send it over to Spencer. I know how much he loves a bit of scrub, but this brush has got it's got great scrub. It's got a little tiny bit of scritch, and I mean tiny, but it's enough that you feel it without irritating the skin, for me anyway. And when you're actually painting, it's got great backbone, but it feels lovely on the face. You get like the soft sides of the tips rather than the pointy part that gives you that scritch. Just going to do the tips again. Beautiful. And Stirling soaps are just outstanding soaps. I'm looking forward to actually grabbing some more Canadian product and possibly some more sort of European stuff if I can. The Australian stuff's great, and my way of sort of saying it's great is actually sending it to people all over the world. Even though I bought it, I still piff it, trade it. Not because I don't want to use it, but because I think it deserves to be out there, and the only way to get it out there and people to actually buy it is to get it into the States and get it into Europe. And Peter over at Wolfpack has managed to break into the, well, not break in, but he's now in the American market. He's in the British market, which will pretty much cover the EU, I think, because it's EU. Oh well, I don't know if it's EU legislation there. I'm not sure how it works with Brexit. This razor is absolutely superb. I cannot wait to try the A-plate. And for those of you that don't know what the A-plate is, basically it's a base plate for this razor. So it's just a base plate, you buy it for $10 and it replaces this one, and it makes it slightly more aggressive, slightly more efficient. It's not an aggressive razor in the slightest, so I can't imagine it would actually make it aggressive. Lovely. One thing I do love about this razor though, there's no overhang on the sides, and I find that I've got two RazoRocks, I've got the Wunderbar and I've got this MJ90, and neither of them expose the edges of the blade on the sides, that is. So you've got no risks here of cutting your nose or cutting your ears or anything when you use it. It's not a great head shaver at all. So, well, for me it's not anyway. I would be there all day shaving my head with that razor because it's just not got the efficiency. Now I'd have to say that even though this brush might not be sort of heralded as one of the great brushes, this knot is one of the nicest knots I've ever used. Even over synthetics, it really is a beautiful knot, and it feels incredible on your skin. I think it's a nice knot to look at as well. I do like the look of Semogue knots. They sort of, when they bloom out, they're almost messy looking. But I think that adds to them. I think it just adds to the pizzazz with them a little bit. The unique looking knots, very well made. They don't lose a lot here. There you go, cross the grain. It's been a little bit since I used this razor, but the blade feels great. Like I say, this is like the fifth or sixth shave on this blade. What I'm sort of doing with Kai blades is now chucking them out whenever they feel shit. You know, if I get halfway through a shave and then I think, oh, this just doesn't feel quite as nice, I'll just bin it right there and then and move on to something else. But certainly on this part of my neck, feels very comfortable. see the residual slickness from the Stirling is great. Now I'm going to lather up again. For a fourth time, as I have been with these natural hair brushes, just to give it another workout, just for one more lather. And it also gives you an idea of how this brush lathers up, based on 4 lathers from one load. And it really is a great brush. And you can see, I mean, I can see the difference myself now with my actual technique with these brushes. They involve a little bit more, and I am enjoying it. It is a bit of a challenge in the beginning, and every brush I find is totally different. So every brush deals with water differently, because knot sizes are different, density is different. But I can definitely get the exfoliation factor with this brush that you don't get with synthetics unless you use something maybe like a boss knot. You just don't get it with most synthetics. They're just too soft to get that exfoliation. Now I don't really need it in a sense, because my actual routine outside of shaving is quite vigorous with my face. But look at that lather. That's a 4th lather, and it's not aerated at all. That's just actual holes. But that's thick, creamy stuff for a 4th lather. The brush is still caked. It's just beautiful stuff. Right. And it's super light touch with this razor, you can't go wrong. Just going to put this over it a little bit. No, I don't really. I left it to the last minute here, but yeah, so big thank you to Andy over at Northern Shaver for dedicating that shave to basically myself, and I'm just really happy that the camera worked out for him. Now he actually messaged me saying it's going to take 10 hours to upload the video. It's never taken that long for me to upload one, but I do upload in 1080p. But I'm using the front facing camera on my iPhone, so it's not as high quality, I don't think, than what you get from the rear facing camera. But it's still excellent quality. But I tell you what a difference watching Andy. It was actually quite strange, because he looks like a slightly different guy when you see him in HD. Not in a bad way, but it was just nice to see the products in good crystal clear clarity. And the lather looked brilliant. It really did. Lovely gloss on it. Was that you could actually see the thick creamy lather, whereas on his old videos at 480p, even on my phone in the small screen, never looked great. When I put it on the TV at that time, that was when I really noticed how poor the quality was, because I've got my TV's 80 inches, I think, or 85 inches. So when you blow up 480p into a full size screen, it really stretches the pixels and looks terrible. So I had to put it back on the iPad again on the iPhone. So really chuffed. He was also saying about when I spent time in Canada. I spent a lot of time in Canada when I was a kid. Got a lot of family over there in Ontario at Seaforth and in Toronto as well. But that's where I learned to skate when I was about 11 years old. I think I was 10 or 11 when I learned to skate. I actually learned to skate on my cousin's backyard. They used to just go out with the hose and spray all over the back garden and freeze overnight during the day, and then they hose it again and end up with ice like this thick in the back garden, just a lump of solid ice. Learned to skate on that, and then I also learned to skate on the local lake at the golf course in Seaforth, and that sparked my interest in ice hockey, and went from there to went back home. So I went to hockey camps in Canada and all sorts over there. I loved it. Actually, my grandfather, my papa, married into the Doig family from Seaforth, and they owned the golf course in Seaforth. But their nephew, so a long distant relative of mine's now, Mike Watt, actually played for Canada at senior level, and I think he won trophies and everything at senior level. Great ice hockey player he was. Big guy, he was about 6'6", I think. A really big guy, so he put an extra 3 or 4 inches on those skates and they are big blokes. Yeah, I took up ice hockey back in Scotland. By the time I was 15, I was a captain international for Scotland, under 15 level. Scored on my debut against England. I spent a lot of really good years playing ice hockey until my team, the Glasgow Hawks, folded, and I just struggled to get it, not into other teams, but I struggled to make the training on other teams. They were too far away. As a result, my form suffered, and actually getting picked and things suffered, so it was a bit of a blow. And since I moved to Australia, I was going to take it up over here, but it's so expensive to play ice hockey in Australia. The closest ice rink to me is about 45 minutes away, which doesn't help either. Right, so that was an amazing shave, really enjoyed that. Shea Moisture Shave Bump Preventer. This stuff stings like buggery, but does a great job and smells lovely. Well, it's not actually stinging too much today, which is great. Lovely. It's really refreshing, this stuff. Right. While that's drying in, I'm just going to rinse off this soap. I hate having lather on top of the soap letting it dry. It just annoys me. I probably actually waste like a half a millimetre of soap just rinsing off the residue. I've got to have it like that. So the soap today was Stirling Gentleman, sent to me very kindly from Oy Bay Chapel, along with so many other things, including this razor itself. This was sent over from Oy Bay as well. He's just such a nice guy. Certainly in the shaving community, but even outside the shaving community, I bet he'd just be a lovely bloke to sort of be around. He's got a real positive outlook on everything. Just a lovely, lovely guy. The brush was the Semogue Owners Club 2012 Special Edition, and you can't really appreciate the knot, but they're all starting to split hook, but it's just, oh, it smells superb now. But that just looks great when it's bloomed out, it really does. Beautiful, beautiful knot. The razor was the RazoRock MJ90 Kai blade, no idea how many uses on it, but it's still as smooth as you like, and I've got a irritation free shave there pretty much. And Shea Moisture Shave Tea Tree Aftershave and Bump Preventer, helps with ingrown hairs and all sorts. That one there, I'm happy to say, I don't think has anything else in it. I thought it did, but I don't think it does. This one's cleared up now that I got out. Fingers crossed that, I mean, I think that might be one down here, but when they're right down here I find they're easy to get out and deal with. When they're under here, I find, and on my cheeks, I find ingrown hairs tougher to deal with. Right, I'm going to finish off now with Milkman Razor Rail, which is a post-shave hydrating gel. 3 pumps of that. Looks a bit like, there you go, so you can just see that on my hand. And this is literally like a gel. It's not got much scent to it. It's not like a cream that absorbs instantly, but it does absorb to a lovely, lovely sort of matte effect. It's not like a sticky moisture, it's like a matte moisture. You can slide your hand on your skin, it feels really smooth and moisturised, but not that tacky feeling that you get. But anyway, that's me done and dusted, so thank you very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that. I certainly did, and looking forward to my daughter's dancing again today. She picked up first yesterday for her modern duo with Katrin, one of her, but they're probably 2 of the best dancers at the dance school, and it's lovely to see them dance and finally win. They didn't get anything at the previous competitions this year, about 3 or 4 months ago, This is only the second competition I've competed in with this dance, so to pick up first place out of 15 contestants was pretty impressive, and we're really over the moon with it and just so proud of them. And she also picked up third yesterday in a neoclassical, and she never placed for that in Mandra either, so it's all good signs. She's moving up, she's doing well, and hopefully, I mean, the only way is up really, isn't it? She's got another competition today, she's got another solo on Sunday. It's just, we're just so busy with dancing. I think it's 12 or 13 dances over this week and a half period, so it really sucks your time and sucks the life out of you, but it'll be worth it when she's a millionaire and she'll be buying me all my shaving gear. But anyway guys, thanks very much for tuning in. Andy, enjoy your camera, mate, and enjoy the phone if you use it as a phone. But I really enjoyed your video, and I think it's made a massive difference to your channel and just the look of your channel as well, so I'm looking forward to future videos from you. And other than that, stay safe, drive safe, don't drink and drive, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Cheers.